Okay, also, have to announce, because this happened while we were still getting ready for stream, Mimi has resubscribed for, what is this, 19 months? So, that's awesome, Mimi.
Hey.
I think our second longest subscriber, after Necromantic. Alright, next up we have the Detroit Legends versus the Massachusetts Mimikyus. Also, tacos for dinner sounds pretty good. Alright.
These two, alright.
Alright, what's your diagnosis, Frenzy?
Honestly, neither of these teams really deserve to be in playoffs, and I think this replay is about to demonstrate perfectly why. In terms of the matchup, Atomic has a pretty easy time with Keldeo if he just plays it right, because Keldeo outspeeds the team and it gets coverage to hit everything. So if he just plays it well, emphasis on plays it well, Keldeo should be able to clean up this team pretty easily. His team doesn't have much defensive presence though. He has Tangrowth and Shiinotic, and that's it. And Zapdos is definitely a huge problem for this team because Atomic has no real switch-ins for it.
Alright, let me see.
Well, you know what? This is just one of those scenarios where there's a winner somewhere. And we're gonna find it. One of these two is gonna win.
That is required. That is necessary by the way battles work.
Hey, let's just become a draw. Let's become a draw.
Alright, well, we're gonna find out what happened.
Did you know that penguins can't taste sweet or savory flavors? Only sour and salty? Who told you that? Dice Master, I appreciate your wisdom of the day, but who?
Dice Master coming in with the fun facts. Also, hello, Dice Master. How are you doing?
I don't get this series of plays. He had Keldeo in versus. Sorry, he had Gourgeist in what he must assume is a Keldeo, but then he switches it out, and then Atomic nasty plots again, despite not really needing to.
That was interesting.
I don't get that series of plays at all.
Why didn't he just go straight out for the attack? He got toxic immediately.
What attack?
Didn't even kill the first time.
But yeah, again, this is pretty standard Atomic. He just sacks Zoroark despite it being a huge threat to his opponent's team. He just sacks it like turn 6. It's his first one he sends out, and then he pretty much just decides to sack Keldeo here.
I feel like Zoroark would have been a massive threat late game.
Yeah. He's just gonna risk it getting parried.
Yeah, I mean Keldeo's doing work, but yeah, it's here to die. It got close on Gourgeist, but
it doesn't have Icy Wind or Hidden Power Ice, and it definitely should have one of those moves.
Yeah, that
because that would have OHKO'd Gourgeist, and then he would have won the game there. But
right, because that was a
I mean,
because Resisted Surf did 98%, so an ice move would have been fine.
So far, they're
the miss
not
definitely.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure if it would have killed Caracosta, but the miss is definitely, yeah, it's not great.
The miss was unfortunate.
Yo, real talk. Ooh. There's nothing stopping Therian from going Darmanitan and just spamming,
Yeah, which is exactly what happened.
Pretty much. That's all that's left. Green bean. That's interesting. Chinese Scizor does look like a green bean. And Darmanitan is gonna sacrifice itself on the finishing move.
So yeah, Atomica played that pretty horribly and basically just choked it, even though it was a kind of easy win for him. If he just was a little bit more patient or played smart, he could have won that quite easily. If he got Keldeo in versus something like Registeel or Darmanitan or Caracosta or Snorlax, that none of them really want to stay in on Keldeo.
Yeah,
he could have set up on them for free and then killed everything, but he just decided to use it as his second setup sweeper.
Yeah, I mean, if he just had an ice move, I mean, he could have gotten pretty far. Because Gorgeist would have gone
if he did have ice coverage.
If he had ice coverage, he could have probably won that. But he didn't have it.
Alright, so... Oh yeah, I have to do the replay. Actually halfway missed the opening turns. So yeah, he gets the 2 nasty plots up.
I also don't get why he was focused at Gorgeist.
Yeah, I don't really...
That didn't make any sense.
Does Gorgeist get anything, like, as a setup move?
Actually, it does. It gets, like...
It gets status moves, but it doesn't get stat boosting moves, I don't think.
Didn't they get, like, Flame Charge, though?
Does it?
I mean, it might.
Does a pumpkin ghost set itself on fire?
I'm pretty sure it did at one point, didn't it?
I have no clue.
And it doesn't get any...
It should never run Flame Charge anyway, even if it does get it, but...
I don't know, like, that's, like, literally one of the only ones that even matters to it. But even then, like, no one ever uses it. Because it doesn't need it.
And it doesn't get any hazards or anything, does it? I can't think of any.
No.
Like, the only thing like I really think of is like worst case scenario, Scizor setting up too much and he really wants to get the Will-O-Wisp on it. But even then, that's like the only real scenario I could ever imagine that Gorgeist would have a Focus Sash.
If he preserved Zapdos better, he could have been able to check Scizor in any scenario, but...
Yeah.
Alright, so... The Detroit Legends are going to advance to round 2 with a 1-0 victory. 1 KO for Caracosta, 3 for Darmanitan, and 1 for Gorgeist. MVP is currently Darmanitan with 13 KOs. Massachusetts Mimikyus have been eliminated with 2 KOs for Mimikyu in this match. 1 for Keldeo and 1 for Zoroark. The MVP of the season for Massachusetts Mimikyus is Keldeo with 10 KOs. Alright, we got one more match ready to go. In just a moment.
Then yeah, it's only Flame Charge, because...
It does get Flame Charge and Charge Beam.
Would be worthless. There would be 0 point in running Charge Beam on a Gorgeist ever.
Charge Beam in general is a worthless move on everything.
I had no idea that it got either of those moves.
No, it definitely got Flame Charge. It's a pumpkin. Like, when you think of pumpkins, you think Halloween. And when you think Halloween,
does get Charge Beam,
you think Jack-o'-lanterns. And those are normally on fire on the inside.
Yeah, I mean, I guess being a ghost makes it make more sense.
Yeah. But other than that, Charge Beam isn't really all that reliable or even useful.
Well, it's not even 100% accurate, and then it doesn't give you the stat boost every time.
I know, right? If it was at least a little bit more accurate, I would like to move a little bit more, but I don't.
I mean, you'd at least be able to use it.
Right.